Okay, so if you're someone who gets frequent headaches, you know the drill, right? The pain shows up, you do something to make it go away, and then a few days later, it's right back. It can feel like this frustrating, endless cycle. Well, let's dive into this, because according to Dr. Terri Brucato, the answer isn't just another pill. It's about actually investigating the problem to find the real root cause.
And this is something Dr. Brucato hears all the time. Patients walk in and they are just exhausted. They've tried the painkillers, they've tried meditation, maybe they've even gotten an MRI, but nothing seems to stick. Nothing provides that lasting relief. And it's just so frustrating. So many of us have been there.
And that is the whole idea we're digging into today. We're gonna treat this whole thing like a detective story. We're going on the hunt for those hidden clues that most traditional methods just kind of skim over, the very things that explain why the pain keeps returning.
So let's meet our lead detective in this case, Dr. Terri Brucato. Now, what makes her approach so different is that she's both a doctor of chiropractic and she holds a master's in applied clinical nutrition. That unique combination is like her superpower. It lets her see connections that others might completely miss. You see, her investigation doesn't just start with the classic, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? Instead of just measuring the symptom, she starts by gathering evidence, by trying to understand the full picture of your life. She's looking for the patterns, the triggers, the things that tell the real story. And I love this slide because these questions, they're like forensic tools, right? Each one uncovers a potential clue. Is it hormonal? Does it show up around a menstrual cycle? Or maybe it's postural, linked to all that screen time. Could it be dietary, triggered by something you ate? Or, and this happens a lot, is it a whole cascade, where a bad night's sleep leads to grabbing the wrong foods, which then triggers the headache? You see, these details, they are everything. So after gathering all that initial evidence, the investigation usually starts pointing toward 3 main culprits. Let's call them our main suspects. These are the interconnected areas that are so often the true source of recurring head pain. Let's break them down one by one. All right, suspect number 1, the structural link. The basic idea here is that the problem isn't always starting in your head. A lot of the time, the pain is actually being referred there from issues happening down in your neck and spine. And this slide just illustrates the mechanics perfectly. If your spine is a little out of alignment, it can literally pinch the nerves that travel up into your head and boom, pain. Or think about that constant muscle tension, that technique we all get from staring at our screens. That creates tightness at the base of your skull that sends pain radiating forward. And the research on this is pretty amazing. It shows that for many people with chronic headaches, gentle chiropractic adjustments can be just as effective as common medications, but, without all the side effects.
Okay, let's bring in our second suspect, and this one is a biggie: nutrition. What we eat, and maybe even more importantly, what our bodies are lacking, can be a massive trigger for head pain. This is the whole biochemical side of the story.
Let's just take one single example. Magnesium. Over 300. That's how many essential reactions in your body need this one mineral. Things like nerve transmission, the health of your blood vessels, 2 systems that are directly involved in migraines. And here's the kicker. Some estimates suggest that nearly half the population isn't getting enough magnesium. That makes it a huge and often completely overlooked trigger.
So here, you can see the 2 sides of the coin perfectly laid out. On one side, you've got common triggers, things in aged cheese or red wine, or even just being dehydrated. But on the other side, you have the good guys, the nutritional tools that help you fight back. Things like magnesium, B vitamins, and healthy omega-3s. It's a balance, right? And so many of us, without even realizing it, are tipped way over to the trigger side.
And that leads us to our third and final suspect. And this one is sneaky. It's the vicious cycle that connects poor sleep and headaches. It's particularly tricky because it just feeds on itself. So researchers call this a bi-directional link. It's just a fancy way of saying it's a 2-way street where each problem makes the other one worse. A bad night's sleep can lower your pain threshold, making a headache way more likely the next day. But then, the pain from that headache makes it almost impossible to get good, deep sleep the next night. You see the loop? It can be incredibly hard to break out of that cycle. Okay, so let's recap. We've got 3 main suspects on the board: structural, nutritional, and lifestyle, specifically sleep. Now, because the problem has multiple causes, the solution just can't be one-dimensional. To really crack this case, you need an approach that tackles all of them together. So, what does this integrated solution actually look like? Well, it all starts with that detailed investigation, gathering all those clues we talked about,
From there, you address each suspect directly. Chiropractic adjustments for the structural stuff, targeted nutrition to fix the biochemical side, and real practical guidance to handle the sleep and lifestyle triggers. Each step just builds on the one before it.
And this is so important to get. This isn't about seeing 3 different specialists who never talk to each other. This is one single, unified strategy where every part supports the others. And that synergy, and let's be honest, the convenience, is what makes it so powerful for finally breaking that cycle of pain. So, after all this, what's the final verdict? Well, the biggest takeaway here is really about shifting your whole perspective. It's about learning to see your body's signals not as an annoyance, but as really important clues. This quote from Dr. Brucato just gets to the absolute heart of it. So many of us have been taught to think that getting frequent headaches is just a normal part of being a busy adult, but it's not. It's a loud and clear signal from your body that something further up the chain needs your attention. I mean, think about it like this. Taking a pain reliever is like hitting the snooze button on a fire alarm. Sure, it gives you some temporary peace and quiet, but it does absolutely nothing to put out the fire that's actually causing the alarm to go off. The real goal should always be to find the source of the smoke. And so, that's the question we'll leave you with. If you stop seeing your headache as just the problem and instead start listening to it like it's a message, what do you think it might be trying to tell you? About your posture, your diet, or your sleep? Because asking that question is the first real step to finally cracking your own case.
I stopped trying to find a doctor who would listen, and I did this instead. For years, I was doing everything right. Eating clean, exercising, getting 8 hours of sleep, but I was still exhausted. I had constant brain fog, and my hormones felt completely out of whack. Every doctor told me my labs were normal, and it was probably just stress. I was about to give up until I found Holistic Health. It's a free AI wellness tool trained by functional medicine experts. I spent 5 minutes answering questions about everything: my symptoms, my sleep, my digestion, and it built me this. And this was the light bulb moment. It didn't just give me a list of problems, it connected the dots. It showed me how my gut health was likely impacting my hormones and how that was causing the fatigue and the brain fog. It even gave me a clear list of potential root causes, supplements to research, and even the specific lab tests to ask for. Its tip is secure. Over 77,000 people have used it, and it's 100% free to get your blueprint. If you feel like you're not being heard, start here. Understand your body first and then decide your next step.